Hey guys, how you doing? This is Osamo. Just to let you know what's going on. Kind of exciting news. Looks like it says a Texan teaches the Pope the high five. Basically, the article basically talks about is and I first found it right here in True News. It says the Pope meets the evangelist delegation. I guess it was some kind of lunch meeting thing. But some of the guests on the according to the article was, as you can see, Copeland and Gloria Copeland and James Robinson and some other people that I don't know. But I guess they're like TV evangelists and stuff. I just found out about this. I guess it's going on for a while, but um, all of you've heard of. I know a lot of people. You've heard of James Robinson, from Live Today television show, and Kenneth Copeland and stuff. I'm not mocking them or anything. I believe they have good hearts and everything too, and to listen to some of his teaching as well. But I just thought it was kind of interesting this one article about the Pope visiting him, and then the article gives even more about that the Pope actually sent a personal video to him, basically a letter or um, you know um, basically a video to him, and I'm sure you can download it or check it out yourself. But here's some. I guess this was the luncheon that they did, and it's kind of interesting. I'm not mocking it or anything. I mean, if it's a God thing, that's great and everything. Um, but it's kind of interesting. And there's another article here that talks about Texan gives him the high five and all this stuff, and it seems like they're just mocking it. But this other one talks about so North Texan evangelist meets with the Pope, so it's like it's a big thing. And that was on Thursday, the 26th. So this is recently this happened. So, but I know they're talking back and forth. That was back in May or earlier, which is kind of interesting. So obviously they met not too long ago, and it says that this meeting was a miracle. According to this article here, it says that James Robinson and other Presbyterian evangelists met with Pope Francis, talk about the needs of all Christians to work together. And that's the key right there. Um, Pope Francis met and talked about the needs of all Christians to work together in the troubled world. Well, obviously we know right now it's not good. I mean, there's a lot of problems. You can just look around, read the news, and that I agree. Um, but this is kind of interesting. Something in my spirit, I'm not saying it. Well, anyways, going on, it says they meet during the lunch on Tuesday. Robinson's gave him the high five. That's where that picture was. And some of the people, according to the meeting, was Copeland and Gloria Copeland and some other people there. And I just want to say, just what did you people think? I mean, I know for a while they're talking about the Pope, and there was an article once that came out about the last Pope, and basically they were saying like he's like the false prophet and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what some article book was written, about Peter, Roman and stuff like that. And that first came out, and that was I think last year or something like that. And then there's beginning of the year there was some weird stuff that happened, about the releasing of the well, actually from the last pope. I'm just reviewing what all these things here, so don't criticize me or anything. Just putting these things together. Um, that when the last pope resigned, that there was a lightning that struck. I think it was the Vatican or something like that. And then the next thing that happened again was, I'm just briefing these things, and there was a release of the doves, and then the black crow came and attacked these, or the dove. So that was like a bad sign or something like that, Roman. And then the other part was kind of weird was um, that he visited Israel, and so what's weird. What's kind of weird after this whole thing is that there was one article that I can't find it, but you have to look through the archives. That when he visited Israel, and about the bringing the peace between the Palestinians and the Jews and stuff like that. He was trying to bring peace there, and that a couple of days later, it says that Bethlehem, or the place where Jesus was born, or whatever, in this place there was a fire that broke out, and I think some of you know about that. That's kind of eerie. And then right after somewhere, I think the Ukraine, when he visited Ukraine, and now there's a war going on there. And there's something else that happened, I believe. Another lightning strike or something like that happened. Oh yeah, there was some kind of pole or something that crashed and killed somebody after he visited that. Well, think about this, okay? Now he's visiting Texas, and he's evangelist Copeland and a couple other people, and he seemed to have these things happen after the math. So I'm not mocking him or anything. This is just a theory. I don't know, but what do you think? What do you people think about that? I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, if it's the Lord, that's great. Praise the Lord and everything. One thing that came to my mind that someone brought to me was about the false prophet and the Antichrist and stuff like that. And one thing he brought up was the Antichrist was a person that would be a man of peace, and he's going to bring in, basically everybody together. And also there's going to be some kind of one world religion as one world government or whatever. Interesting part, though, I went across this one article here, and it went on further, and it talked about the false prophet coming from Rome. And that's in Daniel 9:27. I know a lot of scholars say that. And I don't know if you guys just heard me. I just said that right here. It says the false prophet will come from Rome. And I don't know. I'm just reading this article here and kind of checking it out here. This is in Daniel 9. This is from actually one of these articles here. And a lot of the scholars say that the false prophet will come from Rome. So it's kind of interesting, isn't it? I'm not saying anything. I just thought it was kind of weird. I figured I'd just do this broadcast live because there's so much into this. So, I mean, yeah, it is a miracle that he is visiting Texas and visiting Copeland and a whole bunch of other people. But why Texas? Why Copeland? Why, I don't know. Maybe because he has money or something. I don't know. I could be wrong, but whatever. So just letting you people know about it. So this is kind of interesting. I just saw it, and there was you can look more about it on the True News website. I'm sure he has it now, but also it's popped up everywhere too. And there's that picture right here about all of them there. So I mean, if it's a God thing, that's great. If it's bringing peace, great and everything. But let's not forget about the blood moons and everything that's happening too. So I think it's definitely a time of praying and knowing that the Lord is coming. So God bless. Not to mock these people or any of them. I just say God bless and God bless Copeland and Gloria and everybody. I love them. God bless them. I just thought it was kind of interesting though. So if this is a God thing, great. It's just kind of interesting. So God bless you guys. Let me know what you think. Write to me and let me know your opinion. Hey, if I'm wrong, then forgive me and let me know too. So God bless you guys. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingme.webs.com.